Good morning, everyone. I'm from Taipei Municipal San Yu Elementary School. I'm Chen佳秀. Today, I'm glad to be here and share my topic, applying adventure-based and text-based activity in English learning. This semester, I teach first grade and fifth grade, and the number of the class is about 20. First grade is 27 and fifth grade is 24. My research aims, I want to collect different kinds of activities that are related to some problem solving and require teamwork, and also the movement skills into my activities. And I also want the activities can include not only reading, not only listening, speaking, but also reading. Besides, I want to enhance students' engagement. I don't want them just drill or repeat after me. I want to provide more different kind of activities for them to experience, because a lot of them already go to cram school, so maybe they with low interest in typical or traditional kind of class. Now I want to introduce some activities I work with them. First is who's my partner. Before that, I want to be thankful for the professor in New Zealand, because we have a class that is a PE class, and he showed us different kinds of activities to do. And I just want to adapt a little bit to be more dual focus, not only in PE but also in our language. How to play this game? I will rearrange my seats, so there's a space in the center, and I put students into teams so they can come to the front, and I deliver the cards to them. They keep it a secret, and they need to first to decode the letter, and they need to sound it out with eye closed. So it will like and another one will say and they need to find their partner. If they finish, they can go to the corner and squat, and the unfinished can in the center and keep going. And this way, a teacher can tell who need help, and then spend more time on the students in need. Second one is the grab the ball, the bottle. How to play that? Also focus on words or phonics. Teacher will point to the card and say a sound. For example, I point to G and I say k k k. That's wrong, so they go backward. If I say k k k to the letter K, and they need to go forward. If they are at higher level, I will say those two words. I will say the words, and they need to match the letter. For example, I will say kid, and point to K, and they go forward. Yes. So this concept you can adapt based on the level of your students. It could be sound. It could be sound versus word. It could be sentence versus words, up to your students' level. Second one is guess the word. That is I want to review the words. So if I say student need to ask me what is it. So I draw part of the picture, and they don't know. So they need to process the meaning of the word from all kinds of possibility. For example, the range is 8 words. So they take a wild guess first with limited hints. And then I keep drawing, and they keep asking me question, and then they can get the answer. But all of this, they need to work with their teammates. There's also different kinds of review words, like I give them letters and they can take a guess, or I provide some hints. For example, air fryer, ketchup, and basket for frying, and oils, potatoes, and they can take a guess. That is, I can have some discrimination about the word. For example, you use forks and knives, and you eat it at a restaurant, and then they can guess that is steak. Heart attack is when I will invite them to read the words 5 times and show the card if that what I say matches to the picture, and they need to do some gesture like touch your head or touch the ground. There's another way I put students into groups and they pile up their hands. And the first column means the hands on the button need to go up. And the second column is when I say French fries, and the top hands need to go to the button. And the third column means the button hand goes up and hit on the top. So that is very exciting, and they go crazy. So make sure that we have some chant to let them refocus. Then I shift from picture to the words, so they need to recode, and that is more difficult for them. So I will go over the words and then they can practice. Show me the color, that means that is inspired from the app Kahoot. I think every student, every teacher heard about that. But I don't want every time I spend a lot of time on the mobile device. So I give them a colored card, and when I make a sentence, if any words were mentioned, they need to show me the cards. So they not only need to listen to teacher, but also need to help their partners. And this part, repeat the beat. I will show them the chant, and they need to apply the sentence patterns they learn, like where is, for example here, where is, and students line up, the first one say the first word, and the second one need to say the second word, and I will count the time. They need to finish this beat, copy the beat as fast as possible. And to add some variation, I will let the 5th or 4th student be silent or do some gestures to make sure they are listening to others and then know when's their turn. Back to the board is like the taboo words, but you know, students have limited language, and I want them to review what they've learned before, so I will give them some hints like this. These are my this is my target words, but I will give them, I will provide some hints they can talk about, and the guesser will sit back to the board, and the rest of the kids need to give them hints. First, they can just give the keywords. For higher level, they can ask the yes/no question, like do they go skiing in winter? That is about the country unit. Or is that country in Asia? Or is that famous for Taipei 101? Like that? Yeah. And then they can guess the words. T-ball, I borrow the equipment from PE teacher, and I rearrange all the seats, and they can play the T-ball. They hit the ball to the front of the classroom, and then they can have the right. They are qualified for answer the question first. And what question they need to answer, I will put it on the PPT, and they need to answer the question. Okay, I need to be faster. And next one is pass the message. I will assign students different roles like reader and pass the messages and writer. and they pass the message, and the last one needs to write down the sentence. And here's another way to practice the sentences. I will show them the board, like a board game. They practice with each other, and both are a very interesting way to practice. And that is for yes/no question, and the previous one is for WH questions. And sentence bingo, I made I grabbed some sentence from the dialogue, and I put it into the mini cards so they can read out loud and to face down the cards. If they have a 4 face down count, they can make a line. We all know how to play bingo, right? And the hurdle jump, I borrow some cone from the PE teacher, and this part I practice the phonics words in the sentence content. When they finish the hurdle jump, and then they can answer the question. And this is another kind of game that is go left or go right. I will put the question like this. They need to read the conversation and then decide whether they squat or go right or go left. So they need to read and then think about it, and then left with one hand to right or left. Cross a river, because they are so shy, so I put that into divided into a river. They need to read out loud to make sure other one can understand, and they have some cards, so they need to take out what their partner say, and the cards goes like this. Yeah, they need to listen and find it out. And for higher level, they need to part A say the question, and part B need to find the answer to match the question and answer. And to be more authentic, when I teach countries, I also talk about different landmarks, and I also introduce some books to them, picture books, that is ABC around the world. Okay, yeah, that is some pages I take a photo from the ABC around the world. And I also show the location of the countries so they can have more understanding about that, and also the national flag. After doing that, that is their, oops, is that? I'm not sure. Okay, so I want to show you their worksheet. Yeah. That is we finish the conversation together, and then they draw the landmarks or famous food or the clothing and different kinds of transportation and cultural symbolize like cultural symbols like that. Yeah, that is our not just PE skills, but also the reading materials. Yeah. And okay, and that is phonics words we play, and this is the way I want to improve their spelling. So because for longer words they have difficulty to spelling it out, especially for slow learners. So I put it into different syllables, and then they can. That is for slower learner. That is easier for them to match with different kinds of colors. And this part is for higher level learners. And with these activities, they can unscramble, and then they know the concept of the syllables. Yeah, and also okay, time is up. Thank you.